Om Jnanatimirandasya Gnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manovishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupah Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Tapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So I welcome all of you for today's Śraddhā and Śaranāgatī session number 10. This session is the 10th session. So we will try to finish the about Śraddhā. Maximum portion will be finished. And after that, 1 or 2 or 2-3 classes. So after this class, that means within 2-3 classes, I will be covering the Śaranāgatī actually. So that our course will be finished. That means at maximum, 13 sessions we will be, that means having actually. So another 3 more sessions apart from today's. Okay, this is a good news for all of you, I think. So 13 sessions. Okay, today we'll be discussing some more important points about Śraddhā, so which are very much needed. And before that, in yesterday's class, some devotees asked me, so some kind of unclarity is there about the, especially regarding the committing the sinful activities. So that means desires means not sinful activities. So Jushamanascha Kaman. So Jushamanascha Tan Kaman. In this sloka we are seeing, so even after getting the Śraddhā, one can have the material desires, but these material desires are not the sinful desires. So this is the point we were discussing, and in this regard I said some things. So some devotees, they said that, so it is unclear. My voice is clear for all of you? Okay. Thank you. They have clear, and we have no problem. Anyway, they are having the clear input, no problem. So let us continue our discussion there. So I will be drawing out and explaining the things. So let me share my screen before that. So our discussion is what? Just we are trying to recap the thing is, after getting the Śraddhā also, even after getting the Śraddhā, one can have material desires and enjoys those. So with the heinous feeling. So what is this? This we try to understand actually. So Okay. Yeah. So the sloka number is what? Jushamanascha 11 point, 20 point, 27, if I am correct. Jushamanascha tan kaman 11 point, 20 point, yes, 27. Yeah, 28 anyway, sorry. So in this sloka, what is said? Even after getting this Śraddhā, so one can have desires, and but he knows material desires anyway. These material desires are very much so pain giving, dukkhatmakan. So he knows these are all very pain giving, but parityagi anishwaraha is unable to so leave those. Okay, is unable to leave those. So then what? Then what he has to do in this situation? In this situation, it is said that because one thing, he got already Śraddhā, and also definitely is having some kind of taste, ruchi, preeti, and also he is having the Śraddhā, firm faith, means it means he is having the very strong, yeah, so determination to do bhakti. So that means being having the taste for the bhakti and also awaken this Śraddhā and being strong to do devotion. So what? He has to continue his devotion, but in that situation also there is a some kind of inability of controlling such a material desires. So then what? So he is also enjoying those. Of course, they are going to give pain, but he will be feeling Garahayan, heinous. So this is the meaning. Here, now the discussion is these material desires, Kaman, you see here. So Kaman, so that means Jushamanascha tan Kaman means, here Kaman means what? Here Kaman means not sinful desires. Who is saying? Jiva Goswami is saying. So that means the person who got Śraddhā, full Śraddhā. Śraddhā means full Śraddhā. You should always remember. The person who got full Śraddhā, or otherwise strong Śraddhā, he get material desires, means not sinful desires. So Jiva Goswami is saying these material desires are not sinful desires. So then what is the basis for this? What is the basis for this? So that is the thing we have seen anyway, I discussed very roughly. So that means he is saying these material desires are not sinful. For this, he is giving the reasons. How many reasons? He gave at least 4 reasons. So what are those reasons? One is So first of all, understand this Upasaka is what? He is having the full Shraddha. That means he understood all the scriptures. Yes, that means he knows the right and wrong, because Shraddha means what? Shastra Artha Vishwasa. That means understanding the conclusions of the scriptures and believing that. So that he got already. So, and what else? He is also having the Preeti. Preeti towards the Bhakti. Preetaha is already said. Because he heard the Bhakti Shastras and understood the conclusion, means definitely he has some ruchi to hear the Bhakti Shastras. Then only he is able to come to till this extent. So that's why he is having some Preeti also. Next. So shall I increase the font? Font size should be increased. Okay. Or maybe this. So Preeti also is having, because you are seeing the 27th sloka. What is that? 28th sloka. Tatah bhajeta mam preetah shraddhalu druda nischaya. And also he is determined. Determined to do devotion. This is the condition, consciousness of this Ananya Bhakta. And that's why, so based upon his consciousness level, so we are defining here Kaman means not the sinful desires. So Kaman means only Shastric, that means the desires which are approved by the Shastra. That means Kaman means desires which are approved by Shastra. So those desires only he will enjoy. Not which are not approved by the Shastra, he will not. So that is the point we want to establish actually. For that we are finding the reasons. Why he will not do sinful activities? Because first and one point. Now point number one. Point number one is sinful activities are rejected even before to Karmarpanam. That means he came to the Śraddhā stage. Before coming to the Śraddhā stage also, so Karmarpanam one does. So in Shastra it is said that, so if one do the sinful activities and if he offers that to the Lord, so Lord will not be happy with that. Parapratni, paradravya, parahimsasu yomatim, nakaroti puman bhuma, tushyeta tena keshava. So Krishna accepts only those offerings who are not doing the sinful activities. And by those people only he will be pleased. So that means it's a karmarpanam. So in the karmarpanam stage, even before to that also, sinful activities are rejected actually. So if you do sinful activities, Krishna will not accept your service. Your offering he will not accept. So that's why, so in lower stage itself it is rejected. And he, before coming to the full Shraddha, he did the karmarpanam also with love. That means what? Already, so sinful activities and sinful desires are a lot more. That means practiced. That means not to have those. He practiced this at the stage of karmarpanam only. This is the point number one. And what to speak of Śraddhā? Śraddhā means the full. That means, so that means fully surrendered to the Lord. So that's why this is the one reason we are giving. So that's why here desires means you cannot take the sinful desires, because which are desired at the level of karmarpanam only. So okay, second thing is what we are saying, after getting the Śraddhā, in the Shastra what is said, if one get the Śraddhā, so he has to leave the karma. So he has to leave. Otherwise, karma has to be left. So that is the point actually. If you got Śraddhā, Shastra is tavat karmani kurvita nanirvidyate yavata matkata shravanadava Śraddhā. There in that 11.20.9 it is said that you should do karma only till the time you don't get the Śraddhā fully. If you get Śraddhā, you should leave karma. So karma is left means, so it obviously not doing the sinful activities also. Karma means activities which are prescribed by the Shastra. Those also rejected. That means those activities also should be left over. Then what to speak of? So sinful activities or sinful desires. So that's why. So here, based upon this also, because he left the karma means he left the sinful desires. So that's why here kama means based upon this, you cannot take the sinful desires. Next, third one. There is no natural tendency for committing sinful activities in case of the devotees. In case of the devotees whose ruchi is just born, and also in case of devotees who got bhakti. So there is a shastric proof. I am not giving the proof here, but there is a shastric proof. What is that shastric proof? If in anyone the ruchi, little ruchi is awakened, that means jata ruchi, jata matra ruchi. That means just ruchi is awakened. Because what is the condition of this person? Pritaha. Prita means already ruchi is awakened in this person, and also he is fixed in bhakti, because determined to do devotion means he is fixed in bhakti. What is the shastric rule for this? For the people in whom ruchi is awakened for the bhakti, or otherwise who is fixed in the bhakti, so such a people, in their case, there is no natural tendency to commit sinful activities. This is the rule from the scriptures. Rule from scriptures. Based upon this rule, then, so this person, that means Ananya Bhakta, also has a Śraddhā, that means also has a Preeti, that means Ruchi is awakened, and also determined to do devotion, that means fixed in devotion. So in his case, so naturally committing, that means tendency to get the sinful activities is not possible. So that's why here desires means you should not take sinful desires. Okay. Fourth one. So this person read all the scriptures and understood the Bhakti Shastras. In Bhakti Shastras, it is said that committing sinful activities on the strength of the holy name is offense. So knowing this, how we can do the sinful activities? So that's why, based upon this rule also, you can say, here desires means not sinful desires. So, but still, if someone is getting, after entering into the Ananya Bhakti, then that is because of offenses. Otherwise, in the normal Shraddhalu case, so who doesn't have severe offenses, it's not possible to get the sinful desires. But he may get some tendency to enjoy the desires which are prescribed by the scriptures, because he is studying the scriptures and is accepting scriptures, and that desire accepted by the scripture, maybe he may have some kind of favorability for that desire, but for sinful desires, never. So because of these four reasons. So, but still someone do the sinful desire, that can be that because of severe offenses. Okay. So like this, you should understand. I hope it is clear. For yesterday, they were asking questions. Who is that? Shampriya Mataji. Tell me, what is your doubt? Your voice is not audible. Hare Krishna. Hey, मेरे समस्या क्या? हेलो, ठीक है, आपका वॉइस सुनाई नहीं जा रहा. हाँ विकास प्रभु बोलिए.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Audible? Yes. So I wish the discussion had started with some examples of desires which are approved by Shastra, because all the while the mind was hovering. What are those?
Yeah. Approved by Shastras, like as a Gruhastha, one can eat. So nice prasadam. Nice food, actually, not prasadam, food. So that having nice clothes, having the good house. These are all the approved desires. Having the wife, and so on. These are all approved.
These are
approved desires by the Shastra. For different ashramas, different. But yeah.
But at the
So
same time,
when one comes to the Ananya Bhakti, yes.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, he will be. He should not identify himself as with any ashram also or any varna, but still, so he will be externally in some ashram. Based upon that, he may try to. So for certain things are approved for him, so he may try to enjoy that. But if he is in the purely, I am the servant of the Lord, then, and also in that, externally he might be in some position, in the socially, because in the society he'll be having some position.
Right.
Grosthas cannot do Suddha Bhakti, cannot say, na. So let us take a Grostha is there. His consciousness his Śraddhā is awakened, but he's in the ashram of Grostha. So externally he is allowed to do certain things, but he should do everything without any faith. That means any karma if he does, without any faith he should do that karma, and also without having any desire for the self-enjoyment. But here, being a Grihastha practitioner, Grihastha sadhaka, so if he can actually externally, he can enjoy the material things. So, and he is enjoying. Which is approved. It's not illegal actually.
Understand. Approved was illegal, but within
not illegal.
Being moderate and being modest, not too much extravagant, not being very greedy, I guess.
What, Prabhu?
Being in Grihastha, as mentioned, such materialistic desires can be gathered and enjoyed, but I feel being modest, moderately, not excess.
But actually that is also not correct. You will immediately feel bad actually.
Yeah, so
because he is having the full Śraddhā on the Lord, na? So now why I am going this side? No. He'll come back like that immediately.
So eating food, having family, having house, but within limits, not too much, not being.
No. You don't. Your definition is not allowed actually.
What is it?
So some Grihastha practitioner, it is not recommended for him. So that means this Grihastha is enjoying, but that is also wrong. He should not have the Ananya Bhakta. Anyabhilasha Sunyam is a condition.
Not Ananya.
Yeah, but that means no other desires for him.
Grihastha, I'm speaking about Grihastha, person like me.
Person
like me, a Grihastha. I'm not Ananya Bhakta. I'm Grihastha.
No. We are not discussing ordinary case. We are discussing Ananya Bhakta case. So you are going to the another speculation actually. No. Here we are discussing the case of Ananya Bhakta. What kind of accident can happen for him? That we are discussing. That means he can enjoy sometimes, but that is also very heinously ill feeling. So that means, it is not recommended. It doesn't mean that. The Garahayan word is saying that means you should not go against the definition of. So some enjoyment is allowed. Then what is the point of Anyabhilasha? Then we are breaking the ground actually. Ground is broken.
There is something probably not clear here. I think the
Huh?
discussion started when you said for Grahastha and then you went to Ananda Bhakta. So what about the ordinary people like me who are...
That we will discuss. That we will discuss. Who are not in Ananya Bhakti stage, then what they should do to come to the Ananya Bhakti, we will discuss today only.
Okay, fine. Thank
That
you.
is another case.
Hare Krishna.
This case is different actually. Yeah. Yeah, Mukunda Murari Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna.
Prabhuji, I wanted to ask you yesterday also, but I think by the time you wind up, I could not unmute myself. So my question is, Prabhuji, that in the beginning, like when Srila Prabhupada, so many is sannyasi disciples, and they fell. How do we understand that in context of today's discussion or like discussion?
That we'll discuss today.
Okay. Because I was reading His Holiness Giriraj Maharaj when he talked to.
We'll discuss.
Okay. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
It can be two ways actually. Okay, Prabhu will take questions later, please. So let us finish I will take our questions later, definitely. So next thing is, this is the thing. Now next point, you note it, the next point. In Bhagavad Gita, so in BG, we hear Apiche Sudurachara. What it means? Anyone knows the meaning of this sloka? Ananya Bhakta commits sinful activities. Still, we should consider him as sadhu. This is said. Till now, what we said? Ananya Bhakta will not do sinful activities. That is the thing we learned till now. But now, someone is showing to us from the Bhagavad Gita and saying that, ACC, in Bhagavad Gita, so sloka number is what? Apiche Sudurachara 9.32. 9 point kitna hai? Something. Apiche Sudurachara bhajate mam ananya bhakt. Here it is said that Krishna is saying 30, okay, 9.30. It is said that someone can be his Ananya Bhakta and also commits the sins. And we should consider him as what? As sadhu, as devotee. What it means? That means Krishna is encouraging Ananya Bhaktas to do sinful activities. From this, what he wants to convey actually? Hey, you are Ananya Bhakta, you can do sinful activities, but everyone should consider you as a sadhu. Then let's do all sinful activities. Is it the intention of the Krishna? Is it? Why he is saying then here? That means sadhureva samantavyaha. That means you should consider him as sadhu. So what is the intention of Krishna behind this saying? Behind this saying, he wants to encourage doing the sinful activities because nobody will consider him as a sinful man, as a sadhu only. So that means he can do more and more sins. Thus, is the intention of the Krishna? No. We should understand here that is not the intention actually. The intention of Krishna is here what? So Krishna's intention is the power of the bhakti is so heavy, so powerful. The power of the bhakti is so high. Even if one is doing the sinful activities, he will be immediately can become a sadhu. Very soon he is going to become a sadhu because bhakti is having such a power. So that's why Krishna is Actually, the intention of saying consider him as a sadhu is not encouraging of him to do more sinful activities, but appreciating. He's asking, or he's appreciating the bhakti, whatever he is doing. That means he's conveying to all the society, even such a heinous person, Kshipram Bhavati Dharmatma, in the next sloka is saying, by that devotion, that Ananya Bhakti, very soon he's going to become a Dharmatma. That sinful tendencies, sinful activities will be going out. So this is the thing we should learn from here actually. But still you can ask a question here. Prabhu, you already said Ananya Bhakta will not do sinful activities. But here Ananya Bhakta is doing the sinful activities. What is this? You are going against your own statement. Yes or no? So then what is the answer for this? So here we should understand Ananya Bhakti, if anyone is doing, means there are two persons are there. Like this you can take. X and Y. X actually met the devotees and understood so Sadhu Sangha he got and understood the scriptures and conclusions of the scriptures, and he got the Śraddhā. And Y is there. Y is not like X. So he got the Śraddhā. So that means full faith. But it is not because of understanding the conclusions of the scriptures, but because of his family heritage. Let us take example. Because of family heritage, they are all the full worshippers of Krishna. At certain point of time, they will worship fully. So such a condition is there in their family, tradition or family tradition. Because of family tradition, so he became the full, that means 24 hours, serving the Krishna directly. Such a servant he became. Because of the family traditions, he got the faith. S2, faith 2 is because of Śraddhā 2 is because of the family tradition. And S1 is because of understanding scriptures. So there is a big gulf difference. So whatever we discussed previously, here in this, that is the case of X case. X case, sinful activities will not be there. But in the case of Y, there will be a sinful activities. He can commit. Because the reason is he didn't understand the scriptures. He doesn't know the right conduct. And that's why he may commit offenses also. He may commit the sins also. So, but since he got the faith on the full, faith on the Ananya Bhakti, so because of this, he will be becoming the Kshipram Bhavati Dharmatma. Very soon he will become Dharmatma. He will coming out from that sinful life. So that's why, so we have to understand Ananya Bhakta, here X Ananya Bhakta and Y Ananya Bhakta, both are not same. Okay. In the Bhagavad Gita sloka BG 9.30 is only for this case. Only for this case you should apply that. You cannot apply 9.30 for the X case. So that's why be careful. Huh? So be careful about this. Many times people give this so vague definitions and vague application of the 9.30 they do. That means very ignorantly they apply the 9.30, BG 9.30 for any case they apply. So that is a wrong way of applying the scriptures because of lack of understanding of the scriptures. Okay, anyway. So that's why Y, in the case of Y, even his Ananya Bhakta, sinful activities are there. That is the reason. Okay. Okay, next point actually. Sometimes actually what will happen, Prabhuji was asking Mukunda Murari Prabhu. Some devotees, they may not associate Prabhupada also. And They saw actually many devotees are becoming, many hippies are becoming the devotees. Wow! Something they are becoming the devotees and something wonderful. I think something is there in this. I may not know this what, but something is there. And let me go and join with them. My friend also remember, let us take 5 friends are there. 5 are hippies. 5 are enjoying. In that 5, 4, they became devotees. And this 5th one, just by seeing the 4, they are following and I also follow. But he didn't get any special mercy or he didn't get study the scriptures. Just he has full faith till now they enjoyed the material life hippies. But 4 became devotees and let me become I myself also become devotee. Because my friends are doing, I should also do that. That kind of faith moved him to become a full-time devotee. 24 hours he is engaged in the devotional service. Let us take. So then, but he still not enjoyed sinful life, but he doesn't know that is a sinful thing and it should be stopped. And the reasons also, he doesn't know the scrutinizingly why that is sinful thing. Scrutinizingly he didn't study and understand. Then what will happen? He may do the sinful activities again, like Zaya, why case? But whatever bhakti he started, that means even 10 days he is a full-time Ananya Bhakti, fully determined and I should do only this. Such a conviction he did. That is not going to wrong or useless. Salpamapyasya dharmasya tarayate mahato bhayat. That's a salpamapyasya dharmasya means what? Ananya Bhakti, pure Bhakti, whatever he did, that is going to lead, that means going to help him. This can be the one reason actually. So next point. Anyway, I am going to discuss once again. That means Ananya Bhaktas, if they leave in between actually, what will happen? There is no loss. That I am going to elaborate once again. That means even these people, for time being, they are out of the movement or out of the full-time service. No problem actually. Definitely they will come back in the next life or this life or at any time. That's a for sure guarantee. So that's why the sadhu sangha, whatever this devotee got, this 5th devotee, and because of these 4 devotees, yes. So already his fate, Mangalodaya, Mangala Udayam is happened already. His auspiciousness is awakened already. And so for sure he will be going back to the Godhead. Okay, next. Lot of points are there, and let me finish the things and keep all the questions. So note it. Next, what about the devotee who couldn't develop full Shraddha till now, but trying? What they should do? Vikas Prabhu, this is for you. You are asking the question. For you means, I don't say you are not Ananya Bhakta, but you are asking this kind of question just a few minutes back. So one who doesn't develop the full Shraddha, so what they should do? That is also important discussion. That is the most important actually, because most of the times we are not Ananya Bhaktas. Most of the devotees. Maybe you are all, but I am not Ananya Bhakta. There is no doubt in that. So if we are not Ananya Bhakta, then what we should do? But we understood the definition of pure bhakti, and what we should do, we are clear. For that, we should develop the full Shraddha in the. Then we are eligible to the Ananya Bhakti. How to make oneself to eligible to the Ananya Bhakti? So that means full Shraddha one should get. But how to get that full Shraddha? What we should do for that? Before that, what we should do? Now we didn't get the full Shraddha. What is said in the Shastra? Whoever is getting the full Shraddha, they only should leave the karma. Okay? Whoever is getting the full Shraddha, those people can leave, like you see in our diagram. Like, this is full Shraddha. And this is a person X. And here onwards, yeah, it is a full Shraddha scale. Then he can leave karma. In this range, one can leave karma. After getting full Shraddha, one can leave karma. But before that, what? What is Shastra is saying? Then see the Srimad Bhagavatam 11.20.9. In Srimad Bhagavatam 11.20.9, it is said that Tavat karmani kurvita nanirvidyeta yavata matkatha shravanado Śraddhā yavanna jayate. This is the thing. Tavat nanirvidyeta yavata matkatha shravanado va Śraddhā yavanna jayate. Here, based upon this sloka, what is said? Until one get full Shraddha, should do his karma. What he should do? He should do karma. Karma means what? Karma, what kind of karma he should do? Now this is a question also. So see, one who didn't get the full Shraddha means he is not fully surrendered to the Krishna. That means he doesn't have full faith on the Lord. Lip service is a different thing. I have full Shraddha. That is lip service. We are not saying the lip service. अंदर से आना है, ऐसा नहीं है कि अभी दवाई के लिए पैसा नहीं करके गाली देनी. ठीक है. So it should be from the Shastra. Understand the Shastra in the association of pure devotees. So if one doesn't develop such a Shraddha, then he has to do karma. If he doesn't do karma, then what will happen? He is not qualified to do full Shraddha, a full 24 hours direct devotion, and also not doing the properly karma. Then where he will be? Karma means it is a rules given by the Shastra. Doing activities rules given by the Shastra. Karma is nothing but what? So rules according to the Shastra. Okay. So he doesn't want to follow the rules given by the Shastra. For whom? For who are those not in the fully transcendental plane. That means 24 hours they are not doing the direct devotion. For them, Shastra is giving some rules. That is nothing but what? Varnashram dharma. Yes. So if you don't follow Varnashram dharma, that rules, karma means Varnashram dharma here you should take. And also you are not able to do the Ananya Bhakti, then where you will be? Nagar ka, Naghat ka. Neither you are belonging to the house, nor you are belonging to the place where the Ghat means what? River bank. River bank. Where that means Dhobi. Dhobi ka kutta Nagar ka, Naghat ka. That means washerman's dog is neither belong to the house and nor belongs to the river bank of the river. Because he will be what he will be, he is always. So it will be going here and there. Because Dhobi, that means washerman goes sometimes house, sometimes here. And it is keep on all the time in the road only. Because he will be washing and bringing the clothes to the house. And he is going there and he is going there, here, there. So that's why it doesn't have any fixed place. So din mein आधा दिन उधर रहती है, आधा दिन इधर रहती है. Half time there and half time here. That's why it doesn't have any permanent place. Similarly, then in that case, if we don't, then only the another way is what? Sinful activities. We do the sinful activities then. If you don't follow Varnashram Dharma, then you'll do the sinful activities for maintaining the body. So see, Bhaiya. So he should do Tavat Karmani Kurvita. One should do the karma means Nitya and Naimittika. Actually, I will explain even detailedly. Okay. Actually, karma is 5 types. Nitya karma, naimittik karma, kamya karma. Next, Nitya, naimittika, kamya, nishiddha, and prayaschitta. So like this, we have the 5 types of karma. So what kind of karma he should do? Kamya karma he should not do, because he is the aspirant of pure devotion. Being an aspirant of pure devotion, he should not be Anyabhilasha Sunyam, he should practice. Na? That means Anyabhilasha Sunyam means what? Not having the material desires or not having the desires for liberation. So that means he should be practicing Anyabhilasha Sunyam to reach that. So that's a being a aspirant of Ananya Bhakti, he should not have Kamya karma. Okay. And Nishiddha and Prayaschitta karma. So Prayaschitta karma will be some kind of Prayaschitta karma will be given just to set example to the society. But he should develop in that society all those. So that means aspirants of pure devotees, devotion. All those. So maybe because they are not in the pure devotion, that means sinful activities may come in their life. Because only the Ananya Bhaktas cannot have sinful desires. But it doesn't mean, it means that who are not Ananya Bhaktas, they can have sinful desires. Then how to control? So then to control that, we may not recommend the Prayaschitta karma actually. For them also to do Prayaschitta bhakti only given, but some punishment should be given for them. So otherwise what? So they, because their sinful tendencies cannot be controlled actually. So that's why there is a need. There is a need to have the implementation of danda. Okay. It doesn't mean that they not the prayaschitta. That means if they do some sin, for that karma is not recommended as a prayaschitta. That means, example, in their hands one cat is died. For that, what they should do? They should make a small golden cat and give a donation to a brahmana. Is a prayaschitta. And this is not necessary actually, because they are all aspirants of pure devotion. So that's why they should start practicing, believing on bhakti and practicing the bhakti only. That means as a prayaschitta. But to control their sinful tendencies, they are in need of danda. That is another thing. Having danda is different and prayaschitta is different. Okay. Next, naimittik karma. What about the naimittik karma? Any don'ts also will be there. Sinful activities they should not do. So that's why strict nishiddha karma will be there for them. That is very much needed, because they are not in the, if they are in the pure Ananya Bhakti platform, then for them there is no nishiddha karma, because they will not do any sinful activities. Already we discussed. Yes, kama means no sinful desires. So because their ruchi and the Dhrudha Bhakti is already awakened, so that's why by nature, naturally they will not get any sinful desires by themselves. But who are not in the Ananya platform, they will get. So that's why Nishiddha karma is needed. You should not do this, you should not do this, you should not do this. Okay. And that's why in the Daiva Varnashram Dharma, what should be implemented? We should come from this only actually. The structure should be developed based on keeping the pure devotion into the mind. The whole framework has to be designed for the society. And naimittik karma. Naimittik karma means what? Samskaras. So samskaras means purificatory processes are very important. If they are in Ananya Bhakti platform, for them there is no purificatory process. Otherwise, that means if they are not in Ananya Bhakti platform, means they are in the bodily platform. So that means for them, there is a need to purify them by giving the Vaishnava mantra. Diksha should be given to them. Then Dvijatva will come to them. Then samskaras also has to be performed. But these samskaras, one important thing is, should not have any activity. That means the samskara process. Note it. Samskara process, the process of samskaras should not have what? It should not have So any activity against the pure devotion, like example, worshipping the demigods, worshipping the Pitur Devatas, so and so things. Generally in the samskaras performed by the karmakandis, like example, marriage ceremony, marriage samskara, vivaha samskara. If you call karmakandi brahmana, he will be worshipping so many demigods. So it is a vivaha samskara needed for the devotee community who are not in the pure devotion. If they are ever in the pure devotion, then what is that? No marriage also. But it is not like that. Major portion of society is not in that platform. Even you are in that platform to set an example to the society. You should follow the certain rules for others' sake. You cannot say that male and female are equal. Woman also can become this, that. No. This is against that. Because others, small people, what they will understand actually. Of course, you are Nanani Bhakti, but to respect the society, you should be maintaining this. So that is very important. Maybe, so in the special case, out of 100,000, so with the lords, will direct lords, so Parshadas can do. That means we are showing that example. By that example, we are showing that there is no discrimination of the male and female in the Suddha Bhakti platform. That for that 1, 2 are enough. We don't need to practice that regularly. So thing is, so sufficient thing is what? So we should follow. We should measure most portion of society is about to become pure devotees or aspirants of pure devotees. So you should not disturb them actually. That is more important. Krishna also says, I am the above to all the varnas. I am nirguna, but still I take so one varna and I will practice the duties to set example to society. And same responsibility is there with us also. But we should not artificially fight. Okay. So anyway, you all understood the point what I want to convey. So next, Naimittika. So in the Naimittika, so demigod, that means this Vivaha Samskara, there should not be any demigod worship. So that's why we should design marriage ceremony, performing of marriage ceremony without demigod worship. All samskaras without demigod worship, without the Devata or without the Pitur Devatas worship. Even Śraddhā is also one of the samskara, Śraddhā karma. There is no Pitur Devata worship. Such a way should do. So who will design? Already designed. Don't worry. Who designed? Gopal Bhatta Goswami designed for all of us. Satkriya Saradipika. Don't try to design a new design. Already great acharyas they did. We need to follow. That's all. So that's why Naimittik karma should be done like that. Nitya karma, like Nitya karma means Sandhya Vandan. If you see the Karma Kandi's case, Nitya Vandana, and that means Sandhya Vandan, initially they will be worshipping so and so Devatas, and after that they will be doing the Gayatri Mantra, pronouncing. This system has to be removed. Nitya karmas also. So all these activities should not be against the principles of pure devotion. This karma should not be against the principles of pure devotion. So that is also done. Nitya karma, how to do? Who did? Our great Acharya, Sanatana Goswami did, Haribhakti Vilasa. Don't worry for that also. It is also there. So that means Nitya, Naimittika, Kamya is ruled out. Nishiddha also is given in the Shastra again and again. For Vaishnavas, what is not done? What is condemned? That is also given. And Prayasitta karma means we don't do any Prayasitta, we do Bhakti only. But yeah, Danda will be there. So now, what about the other things? Other things means how to organize the society. So, and second thing is, so dividing the work. For maintaining body, then next thing is how to maintain body. We need livelihood. For that, we need to have the occupation. That means Brahmana work, Kshatriya work, Vaishya, Sudra. This work also, we should not follow the caste system. No caste system. By birth, Varna should not be decided. Varna should be decided based upon what? Guna karma. Okay. So Varnashrama system means Guna karma system we should follow. So that's why in our society, in the Karma Kandis Varnashram system, they will be having the what they will be having. So by birth, they decide the Varna. But our Acharyas rejected this. This Krishna conscious movement is a revolutionary movement. We want to create the revolution in the whole world. And we want to create the Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya. So this is the movement actually. And everyone's goal is pure devotion. Until unless they become pure devotee, they are eligible to the pure devotion, they will be following the Daya Varnashram Dharma. And they will be following the Nitya and Naimitya concerns of karma based upon this, set by our Acharyas. And also Varnas decided based upon the Guna and Karma, aptitude and work. So this is the Daya Varnashram Dharma actually. In this society, we should, all aspirants of pure devotees should be stay on together along with the pure devotees. We should stay in a community. And our activities should be simplified. So Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya will be there because your body and my body are not same. Is it same? No. So you are also aspirant of pure devotee. I am also aspirant of pure devotee. So that's why we should accept according to our nature. We should accept some karma for maintaining belly. And Nitya and Naimitya karma should be done as per the Haribhakti Vilasa and Satkriya Sarana. Like this, society has to be developed. This is known as Daya Varnashram Dharma, where the pure devotion is the goal. Okay, this is enough. So I think many things are there actually. How to make the Varna, that how to decide. Haribhakti Vilasa, in the Sajjan Toshni, Bhaktivinoda Thakur decided. Even like example, many people they get doubt. Now devotee, so according to his nature, so he became Brahmana. What about his son? Can he be once again? He's a Brahmana. By birth, will you accept? No. Once again, he should be his aptitude will be checked. Who will check? There will be panchayat in every community. We are going to have such a panchayat. We are going to have this all set up in future. Very soon it is going to come. Don't worry. Really. So we are all designing this is the idea. ISKCON Daya Varnashram Ministry's work is this only. Anyway. So panchayat will be there and panchayat people will be deciding. Those how to select that panchayat people, that is also in the process. Everything is in solution. Nothing is in the dark room. And that son also will be checked. And then only will be decided whether he is a Brahmana or not. So this kind of system keep on going. This is the Daya Varnashram Dharma. Okay. So, okay, next thing is after getting Śraddhā, one can live. So that means till what time you should follow Daya Varnashram Dharma? That means he is the rules and regulations according to the Varna. That means he is a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya. So then already in our society, Grihastha, Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasi, we accepted. Because we are all aspirants of pure devotee, we accepted this. And also Brahmana also we accepted. Only three are remaining. Those three, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra. That is not a big thing actually. So there should be a Kshatriya initiation, there should be a Vaishya initiation also. That is also is there in the Shastra. Dijatvam will come just by taking the first initiation. If you take, then you are eligible to become Dvija. Then after giving the training, so then one can be getting the particular Diksha, Varna Diksha. So which is nothing but goal is Upasana only. But in the Daya Varnashram this is. Okay. Understood. So next, after getting Śraddhā, then what? Then he can leave karma. So, but what we discussed, Jnana, Karma, Dhanavrutam, to set an example to the society, he can continue also. But he should be thinking all the time, or otherwise his continuous direct devotional activity should not be stopped. That is the condition. And without stopping, he can just do some external activities, karma. So then there is no dosha. So that means he can leave karma, or otherwise he can continue his karma just to set example to the society. Okay. But on contrary, after getting full Shraddha, still he is Atyahara Prayasascha. You know Rupa Goswami's definition. But he, till now, he practiced these Varna rules and Ashrama rules so strictly. If he is having so, that means he is so addicted or otherwise so strict to follow his so-called Varna and Ashram rules, and not able to, after getting Shraddha, also not able to leave this Atyahara, that is known as Atyahara, following the rules so extensively. This is the meaning actually, Rupa Goswami is saying. After getting the Shraddha, there is no need to follow any rules. Only to set example, you follow without having any faith in that. But one is maintaining this so much strictness in maintaining those. Even he starts the bhakti and follow the so-called Varna rules, then that is against the pure devotion. Okay. So that's why internal consciousness is he should be not having any faith on karma. And he should be having the full faith on only Lord. Only for acting he is doing. Okay. Next, if one gets the Dhrudha Shraddha, he is eligible to leave the karma. It is said by, so Karabhajan also said same thing. Karabhajan kya bol rahe? You know Karabhajan, who is Karabhajan? Huh? Karabhajan? No. Karabhajan is the Navayogis, one among the Navayogindras. Rishabhadev's sons. Karabhajan. What Karabhajan is saying? 11.5, 11th canto, 5th chapter. Just open, let me open it. 11th canto, 5th chapter, 41st sloka. Devarshibhutaptan runam pitrunam nakin karonayam runicha rajan sarvatmanaya sharanam sharanyam gato mukundam parihritya kartam. Karabhajan is saying, if one is qualified to do Ananya Bhakti, that means he got full Shraddha, then he is not the servant of the demigods, he is not the servant of the any Pitru Devatas, he is not servant of anyone in this material world. But before, if you see in the Karma Kandi's case, he will be doing the Pancha Yajnas. Yes? Karma Kandi do Pancha Yajnas. What are those Pancha Yajnas? Your Mundi hila raha hai. Pancha Yajnas kya hai? Mere Mundi hila raha hai. Bolo. Mic mein bolo idhar. क्या है क्यों अभी लग रहे हैं you're joking. In Bhagavad Gita I covered or not? Yeah, covered. Yeah. Pancha Yajnas, what are those? Huh? What are those Pancha Yajnas? Who will tell? Vikas Prabhu, you want to tell? Huh? Then rise. If you want to tell, keep the hand up. Otherwise, down it. You want to tell? Tell me Pancha Yajnas.
Prabhuji, I have raised my hand about 10 minutes ago. I am unable to understand most of it.
Okay, if your question will take later.
Examples, if the absence of examples, I am not able to understand the discussion on this Nitya and Namitya. I raised my hand 10 minutes ago.
Okay, bro, I will take later. Sorry.
I am not able to understand anything.
No problem. I will clarify after class.
I will miss the discussion.
Yeah, because we cannot entertain some questions for some time. Because you know, if you take questions for every minute, then it will be 100 people.
Only few
and 100 interruptions means I cannot continue class. I should be having some regulation. So, Pancha Yajnas, who wants to say? Vanamali Prabhu. I don't hear actually.
Brahma Yajna, Pitru Yajna, Dev Yajna, and Bhut Yajna, Ati Yajna.
Deva Yajna, Nru Yajna, Bhuta Yajna. Nru Yajna, Bhuta, Devata, Brahma. First, Veda, worshipping the Vedas. So that is the Brahma Yajna. Worshipping the Devatas, Deva Yajna. Worshipping the Pitru Devatas, Pitru Yajna, worshipping the Bhutas, Bhuta Yajna, worshipping the Indru Yajna, that means guest, Atidhi. Indru Yajna, that means is a 5. These 5 yajnas are mandatory for those who are not in the pure devotion or who are not aspirants of the pure devotion. For them, this is a must actually. These 5 yajnas in the Bhagavad Gita it is said. Because you see, so they are in this material world, they are responsible. So no problem, bro. Vikas, bro, please tolerate and try to understand. So, or otherwise wait for that. So, in this example, what I am saying, so these 5 yajnas are mandatory for whom? These 5 yajnas are the mandatory for those who are not in the pure devotion, or otherwise those who are not the aspirants of pure devotion, or those who are not in the Gnana platform, or those who are not in the aspirants of the Gnana platform. So, for who are not in these 4, for them this must. So, because being in the bodily platform, they has to pay their debt actually, because Vedas are helping to understand and perform the yajnas and to satisfy their material desires. And that's why Brahma Yajna, that means Vedas has to be worshipped. Second thing is, so Devatas has to be worshipped because they are getting the things from Devatas. And third thing is, so they are getting the help from the Pitur Devatas because they get the body from the Pitur Devatas. They have to pay the debt for them. And also they have to pay debt for the Atidhi, living entities. Because of living entities only you are getting food. For example, you take honeybee. Honeybee is the cause for the 80% of pollination in this nature is happening because of honeybee. You are understanding this. And also there are so many living entities are helping every minute. There are so much bacteria also helping you to get the food. The ribosomes. So to make that means nitrogen, ribosome for the which is required for the plants. Ribosomes take the nitrogen which is there in the air and it will manifest. It will turn it into the possible element for the plant actually. So even there are so many entities are helping in this nature for our existence. So even the guest also that means some accidentally whoever is coming to your house, you should respect them also. So because you will be also respected like that. So that's why you should also respect. You should also treat. These are the basic things actually for the human existence. These 5. So that's why you should worship these 5 every day. In whose case it is true? Whoever is not in the pure devotion, or otherwise whoever is not the aspirant of pure devotion. So here what Karabhajan is saying? Karabhajan is saying, whoever is coming to the pure devotion, there is no need for them. So becoming the servant of these 5 people. Because now they became direct servant of Krishna. There is no need for this actually. And aspirant also, there is no need to become servant of this. Because he is aspiring and he should not, being aspirant of pure devotion, he should not try to dependent on the demigods and so on, so Pitru Devatas and so on so. So that kind of consciousness he should not cultivate. This is against, that's why we should replace worshipping all these with the worshipping of Krishna. Okay, so that kind of consciousness, that's why Daiva Varnashram Dharma is very much different from the Karmi Varnashram. Yes, so Karabhajani, what he is saying, you are not the servant of any other things. Generally, we are servant of Vedas, Devatas, Pitru Devatas, and so on. But now we are not. So being the pure devotee. Or being the aspirant of pure devotee, but for aspirant of pure devotee, we give some system actually. So such a system we give, system is needed for the aspirant. Because if you don't give system for aspirant, then you will become manmani kar denge. He will become too independent. Maja. But he is not purified and also not following the system, then he will be in the such a heinous situation, a very dangerous situation. There is no base actually. So that's why we give such a system that is known as Daiva Varnashram system, where there is no offense towards the pure devotion. Okay. So let me continue my thing. So now Karabhajan, what I want to say, why I went to Karabhajan? I said that Karabhajan is also saying the same thing. That means you can leave karma. That means if you got the pure devotional platform, then you can doing the worshipping. That means karma means this pancha yajna is known as karma. It's also one of the nitya karma. It comes under the nitya karma. I said 5 karma, na? This pancha yajna comes under the nitya karma. Okay? Nitya karma. So this kind of nitya karma you should not do. You should not do. So that means, yeah. So all this, we said now, if you get the full Śraddhā, there is no need to do any nitya and naimitya karma. But for the aspirant, nitya karma is needed. But in that aspirant case also, nitya karma case, we remove this because it is cultivating our consciousness. So against to the pure devotion. So that's why we leave this. Your understanding, Prabhuji? Yes. Chalo. So next, Ananya Bhakta is not servant or indebted to demigods, Pitru Devatas, and so and so. Because he is a servant of Krishna. And Krishna is the origin of everything. If you satisfy Krishna, everyone will be satisfied. So that's why, for in the case of the pure devotees, Ananya Bhaktas, who got the full Śraddhā, there is no demigod worship, there is no Prayaschitta karma, and there is no Nishiddha karma also, because they will not do any sinful activities. So that is, there is no Nishiddha karma for them, and there is no Nitya, Naimitya, nothing actually. All karma is out. All 5 karmas are out. And they are fully dependent on Krishna, and whatever the bhajan they do, based upon that, they will get the Krishna. That means, Ananyas Chintayantoma, Yejana Paryupasante, Tesham Nityabhiyuktanam, Yogakshemam Vahamyam, even food be, wahi enjoy, wahi arrange kareenge. If you do bhakti sadhana, if you do kirtan, then Krishna will not arrange prasadam for you. What do you think actually? That means, don't you have such a dependency? Yeah. So we don't need to find the means. Oh, I should be Brahman, I should do this, I should be Kshatriya. No. You do the devotional activities automatically. So any dharma, that means Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, in the first canto, 2nd chapter, sloka number, Dharmasya Hyapavargasya, sloka number kitna hai? Dharmasya Hyapavargasya, he says, I think sloka number is 9. So 1 to 9. In 1 to 9, he says, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, so if one follow the dharma means here sadhana bhakti, that means Suddha sadhana bhakti. If you do Suddha sadhana bhakti, it is going to give artha. Artha means, so definitely bhakti is going to give subhada. That means all the different results will come automatically. Like their name will come, fame will come, money will come, everything will come. They will give some people will come, but give donation of grains they will give, cloth they will give. So you will get automatically. So you can maintain with that. What is the problem? So that is the surrenderance of the Ananya Bhakti. They don't go for the any. So karma actually. I should work in a corporate and earn money. So that means they are stopping their direct devotional activity and doing the nonsense. That is not going to happen. But that one is not able to do means, yeah, we are encouraging them also. We are not discouraging them. So they need time. There is a time. Need of the time. Okay. So, like this, they will be maintaining their life. And that means they don't do even for maintaining livelihood, even they don't do any occupation based upon Varna. No occupation, Varnashram occupation, no. That is the, but to set example, they may do, but still they don't have any faith that this system is maintaining me. No, that kind of faith they don't, they don't have. My Lord is all ultimately made. Even they take medicine, they think that medicine is protecting. No, Are Bhagavan ki krupa hai, isliye Lord's mercy, that's why this medicine worked. There is a consciousness. And not that the medicine they have faith. Understand?
Yeah.
Health Minister?
Yeah, whatever you say, I understand.
Yes. Okay, then 11.20.9. In 11.20.9, it is said that if one gets Śraddhā, one can leave karma. That is, Śraddhā can be caused to. Now we are going to link the Śraddhā and Śaranāgatī. Is an important topic. Linking the Śraddhā and Śaranāgatī. You can take like this. Linking Śraddhā and Śaranāgatī. So what we learned till now, if one gets Śraddhā, then he will leave the karma. Yes. So for leaving karma, who is the cause? Who is the cause? Śraddhā. For leaving karma, Śraddhā is the cause. Same way, if someone is fully surrendered to the Krishna, like that means he is selling himself to Krishna. Like example, if you sell a cow to someone, then do you need to take care that cow? So you sold out your cow to someone, or donated or sell out, you take. Then do you need to maintain that cow now? No, no. Similarly, if you surrender everything to the Lord, do you need to do any karma for that? Maintaining this body? No, no. So that means whoever is getting the Śaranāgatī, he will never do anything for his body. Karma he will never do for his body. So that's why Śaranāgatī is also cause for leaving the karma. And Śraddhā is also cause for leaving the karma. In this way, Śraddhā and Śaranāgatī are having the same meaning. Yes?
Yes.
So you come to the even more deeply, you will try to understand. Śraddhā means what we understood. Shastrartha Vishwasaha. What is the meaning of Shastrartha? What is Shastrartha? I am showing here. What is Shastrartha? That means conclusion of Shastra. What is that conclusion? So the Shastra says that anyone surrendered to Krishna, he will be having the no fear, and there will be fear for those who never surrender to Krishna. This is the conclusion of the Shastra. Whoever is surrendering to the Krishna, those will be not having fear, and whoever is not surrendering, those will be having the fear. So this is the conclusion of the Shastra. Okay. So if anyone is believing on this, then what he will do? If anyone believing on this, what he will do? Tell me. He will surrender. Because everyone wants to be fearless. And for becoming fearless, what is the thing is said by Shastra? Surrender. That means someone is having this Śraddhā, means what he should do? Surrender. So that's why surrender is the symptom of Śraddhā. Okay. Surrender is the symptom of Śraddhā. Okay, you take it this. So therefore, surrender is the symptom of Śraddhā. Understood, everyone? Yes. Anyway, I will share this file. You can see this file. I wrote for all of you. कभी-कभी लिखते हैं, क्या करें? So that's why one who got this Śraddhā, surrendered, then he will be fully worshipping Krishna only. He will be doing the service to Krishna only. Because he surrendered to him. Then there is no need to do any demigod worship. Because yatha taror moola nishechanena tripyanti tasyakaha bujopa tatskandaha bujopashakaha. So this sloka is saying, if you give water to the root, then there is no need to give water to the branches and leaves and so on. Similarly, that if you worship the Krishna, and there is no need to worship the demigods. So this is a sloka is saying, and if you worshiping Krishna and also doing the demigod worship means what? Punarukti dosha. Based upon yathataror, you will be getting the punarukti dosha. That means you are doing the repeated thing. Already you did worship of the devatas by worshipping Krishna. Then what is the need to worship? It's a punarukti dosha. जो काम किए हैं, that's a पीसा हुआ चीज को पीसना. Already it is grinded, and grinding the same floor, grinding again. Is it useful? Any useful? Already is nicely grinded. Is there any use of grinding the next once again? No use. Similarly. So that's it is a dosha actually. And now the question is, if one got the Ananya Bhakti in between, if he stops, what will happen? So there is no loss. Even in between Ananya Bhakta stops his devotion, his Ananya Bhakti, there is no loss. Who is saying? Tyaktva charanam bhujam harer bhajan napakot pato yati patet yado patet tato yadi yatra kvava abhadra mabudha mushyakim kovardapto abhajata. So here this sloka is meant for whom? Who is adhikari for applying this sloka? Who got the Śraddhā, full Śraddhā? You should not forget, don't apply slokas to left and right to anyone. You cannot use the needle to cut a big tree. And you cannot use the axe to cut a small rope. There is a yogyata, that means is the application of these sloka is there. Many times devotees take the randomly some word and something he will start saying, and some sloka he will take and some word he will put there, and he will be explaining something and connecting something, and the whole kichadi he will make. And finally he will confuse the devotees, and they don't understand what they should do for the benefit of their life. Finally he will confuse them. And in between some jokes he will play, and people will feel, oh nice. This is only happening. But what is the progress? No progress. If you want to progress, you should know what is the goal, and you should know where you are, and you should know how to go. And this clarity is not there. जैसे अंधे बैल जैसा खेत में चलते हैं ना, अंधे बैल, अंधा बैल जब खेत में चलेगा, that means a blind bull, if you leave, then what it will do? You have good intention, let it eat nicely, this whole field, but it will not do that. He will eat here something, he will go there, and then it will destroy everything, the total field, and also it will not get fully belly. Similarly, this is a blind bull. We don't know where we are and where we have to go. Simply then, so blind bull ki jaisa ho jayega. Easily, that's why what I want to say here. Tyaktva charanam bhujam hare. So this sloka is for the Ananya Bhaktas. Who got that? Who will the Tyaktva Swadharma means leaving all dharma. Who will leave all dharma? Tell me, who will leave? Who got the full Śraddhā? He only can leave, na? For whom leaving all dharma is recommended? Tell me. Who got the Śraddhā? That's a Śaranāgatī, okay? But Śaranāgatī who? Who is eligible for Śaranāgatī? Who has full Śraddhā? And who understood the conclusion of Shastra in the association of pure devotees? And who are ready to surrender. So that's the case actually. That is said, Narada Muni is saying, Tyaktva Swadharmam means leaving all dharma. Is it applicable to whose case? Who got the full Śraddhā? That means who is the eligible to do Ananya Bhakti. And those people, so leave the all dharma and take the lotus feet of the Lord. But somehow they fell down from there. Because that Śraddhā may not be Shastra Vihita Śraddhā. I said na Śraddhā 2 types. Or otherwise that Śraddhā may be, so is there, but because of the previous offense, some material attraction came and fell down like Bharata Maharaj. Or otherwise Lord created this some kind of attachment and he deviated from you from that Ananya Bhakti. But there is no, in any case there is no loss. Because your Ananya Bhakti will be continued later. And since you left the Swadharma and also not able to continue Ananya Bhakti, is there any loss? No loss. And leaving the Swadharma, is there any sin is going to get? No sin. This is the beauty of the Ananya Bhakti. Swalpamapyasya dharmasya trayate mahto bhaya. This is the thing. Okay. So this is the assurance. Don't worry. Even if you got into some excitement and by dekha dekhi, that means by seeing someone and you become full time, that means for some time, that means full servant, 24 hours you serve. No loss. You are successful. It's good only. That is the greatness of Ananya Bhakti. Next, the meaning of Bhagavad Gita 18.66 is nothing but or otherwise Bhagavad Gita discuss Ananya Bhakti. That is the thing I want to say. How can you show Bhagavad Gita is discussing Ananya Bhakti? Sloka number 18.66 he is saying the Ananya Bhakti only. What Krishna is saying, he is preaching Ananya Bhakti. Hey Arjun, leave everything and surrender to me. Sarva dharman parityaj, all dharmas, all bodily dharmas, mother, father, children, varna, brahmana, brahmachari, brahmana, kshatriya, vaishya, sudra, everything leave, man, and surrender to me. But yeah, for little time, if he continue and if he fell down, no problem. Then he has to go back and he should be in association of devotees and try to follow the Daya Varnashram Dharma and continue and develop this Shraddha. But recommended is, so gradually properly develop the Shraddha being in association. Why we need Daya Varnashram Dharma? Only just to cultivate your Shraddha. That's all. People think that Daya Varnashram Dharma is only for those gradual process. What gradual process? It's not gradual process, it's a mandatory process. It's a mandatory. You cannot leave everything and do that direct devotional service 24 hours. Now, everyone is not like that. Now we have more than lakhs of devotees we have. All the temples are vacant and devotees are outside. That means they don't have in the mood of Ananya Bhakti 24 hours doing direct devotion. Yes or no? Then you need some system or not for them. Yeah, otherwise Hare Krishna. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. So that's why is must actually. Prabhupada said again and again, Daya Varnashram Dharma has to be established. So after end of this course, I will be sending one link. Whoever wants to join in the Daya Varnashram research team, so we'll be inviting all of you. In this team, what we will be doing? With this Daya Varnashram research team, we will do the research and the various areas to stay on a farm, like the Ayurveda, Vastu, so and so. And then after that, we will be starting the Varnashrama college in each temple, Daya Varnashrama college. We train the devotees and we bring them to we'll take them to the community, Daya Varnashrama community. Okay, so this is the agenda actually. So to do this, we need the people, committed people. That means committed people means at least in your office time, maybe 5 to 8, 9 hours you are working for your karmi man who is not at all devotee. For him, you are working 9 hours for getting belly. We are going to give a nice technique for you tomorrow. So after few months or few years, you are going to earn your own livelihood without depending on karmi. Such a technique we are going to give. For that, can't you give 1 or 2 hours in a day? If you give your 1 hour, we will make wonders actually. Yes or no? Devarshi Prabhu, what do you say for this? Yes. So definitely we can do a lot of wonders. Anyway, so this is the plan. So for that, we are going to have Varnashram system. So team, you'll be invited for that. Be part of that. Next one is in Vishnu Purana about Bharata Maharaj is said. Now you will see one example actually. For the Parinishthita Bhakta, that means who got the full Shraddha but still doing the karma. Can you show an example for that? How they are doing? I will show example now. So see that Bharata Maharaj case. So Rishabhadeva's son Bharata Maharaj case we are taking. So, oh, acha. Okay, wait for another 5 minutes. You will wait or not? Already 8:03. 5 minutes if you 8, then I will tell Bharat Maharaj story for you. It will be very interesting. Wait, please. क्या करे अभी स्टूडेंट्स को भीख मांगना पड़ेगा टाइम का. What he said in this Vishnu Purana? Yagneshachyuta Govinda Madhavananta Keshava Krishna Vishnu Hrishikesha Ityaha Raja Sa Kevalam Nanyat Jagada Maitreya Kinchit Swapnantareshwapi. So to Maitreya, who is saying? So Vishnu Purana is said by whom? Who is the speaker? Parasar is telling to Maitreya. So Parasar is telling to Maitreya what he is telling about the Bharata Muni, Bharata Maharaj. This Bharata Maharaj is chanting only names. He is not speaking anything else. Thinking, my God. That means I want this, I want that also. He is not speaking. Only Yagnesha, Achyuta, Govinda, Madhava, Ananta, Keshava, Krishna, Vishnu, Hrishikesha. Like this. Ityaha Raja, Sakevalam. Kevalam means only this he is speaking. Mummy, daddy, कुछ भी नहीं. ऐसा भी हो सकता है. हाँ. Here Jiva Goswami is saying, Sotarameva tattad vachana karmantara parityagopi ankikritah. That means even he stopped other activities which are conveyed by the other words than this. All those activities also he left. Even if he does some activities, kadanchit kriyamanamapi, even some activities he does. You are understanding what I am saying? He is first of all speaking only Lord's name. That is a vrata he took. That means he is doing the 24 hours Ananya Bhakti. That means chanting. And another thing is, he is not speaking anything other words. That means he left the work which is conveyed by other words also. And even if he does some work, at that time also, katanchit kriyamanam, even somehow some work is done, tan namneiva krutam, even at that time also he is chanting the Govinda, Keshava, Narayana, like that. So sarvatra tad ikshana suddha bhaktittameva angrikrutam. Even if he is doing the karma, since he is doing the 24 hours direct devotion, which is nothing but the chanting the holy names, that's why he is what? He is what? Suddha bhakti. But doing the karma externally, he doesn't have any faith in that karma. Okay, this is the example actually. Okay, thank you very much for all of you. There are a lot of things are there still. That means a lot of things means very interesting points are there. In the Monday class, we'll be discussing. Okay. Tomorrow is a holiday for all of you. Monday, you'll be having the class. And Tuesday, you'll be having the holiday once again. Wow. Tuesday, why you have holiday? Because the Gaurav Purnima festival. And the next day, we'll take feast in the morning. Feast we'll be taking. Jagannath Mishra feast. Then after that, feast, we'll be having the class evening. So 8th, we'll be having the class. So that means 6th, 8th, and 9th, maximum or 3 more classes are. Okay, we'll see. If you don't ask many questions, then 3 are enough. If you ask so many questions in between, then I need 2 more classes. I request all of you to advertise that my another course. Why advertise means? Because people are complaining to us. After ending a course, they are saying this course is over, but we didn't come to know why it is happening like that. They are complaining on us. So I kindly request all of you to spread as much as possible to the different devotees. And so that we can reach to the many devotees. So at least, yeah, it is one of the service. So please try to do this. If anyone wants to leave, they can leave. Thank you very much. So questions will be taken slowly and steadily. Motivation certificate. What is this motivation certificate? That means
Prabhuji, participation certificate If you give, we will
Oh.
proudly show and propagate everyone. How
Achha.
we will bring people.
Acha, certificate if I give, then you will propagate, huh?
Yeah, I will inform everyone.
Wow, itna business hai to business.
No business. It is attracting the students.
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
Mangalore,
This time,
Manipal University.
this time whoever is
Like
getting
that
80% attendance. So that means in the first 1.5 hours, 1 hour you should be present at least. Then we can
got
present for that
100%
day.
all the days.
Yeah. So you will get the certificate, no problem. We'll be giving the certificate for all the participants.
Even before course also is pending still.
Yeah. Yes, Prabhu, that's true. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, but I request, before, anyway, we give certificate to everyone. There is no problem. So,
Sure.
from
I
the
am
ISKCON
sending
Daivarnas
to
Ministry, we give.
3-4 groups.
Prabhu?
I am sending to 3-4 groups about our
okay,
courses,
Prabhu.
programs, everything.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you.
Tamil Nadu, Bangalore, Mangalore, everywhere.
Okay, Prabhu. So next I will take question from Rajananda Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
You hear me?
Yeah, I'm able to hear.
Okay. Jai. Pranam.
Pranam,
So I wanted to ask you if the strong desire of attaining Ananya Bhakti can destroy all impediments like offenses and desire of karma and anything that can be an impediment. Just the strong desires to attain it can destroy all of that obstacles.
Yeah, Ananya Bhakti definitely destroy, Prabhu. There is no doubt in that. But when our sadhana is not so steady, that means before Nishtha, we should be very careful, always be in the association of pure devotees. Otherwise, anarthas which are there, so those may overcome sometimes. And they may become, they try to give their result. But when you do strong sadhana in the association of strong devotees, then we can overcome. Otherwise, we'll become victim of the result of the previous anartha.
Oh.
Like in the case of Bharata Maharaj.
Yes.
Because strong devotees association will keep us intact actually. That, like, for example, we are getting some attraction, immediately they will be, their kripa comes. Hey, why you are doing that wrong? Like that. That is a kripa.
Yes.
Yeah, previous anartha may give you some attraction. Now, immediately they will be saying, hey, wrong, you are going. So that is a kripa actually of the pure devotees.
Yes,
Okay.
but sometimes it is not always possible to be in the presence of the pure devotee, of the Shiksha Guru and so on. So maybe we are by ourselves trying to make our best. So what can be actually the really elements to control of that impediment to attain pure bhakti?
Yeah. So that's why again and again, at least we should hear. We will forget also sometimes. So we should keep on hearing. So there are the impediments will come. So when we hear, then we'll get recharged actually. Oh, so in me it is coming now, the attraction. So let me. So that is mean some another's result is coming. So let me chant. Let me go more focused. Like that. So
Yes,
that's why we need very strong communities. Otherwise, it's very difficult. We need strong communities with the full aspirants actually, really properly aspiring for the pure devotion. Such a strongly, that means desire we are having, such a devotees community we need actually.
Yes, but Prabhu, you just say that the temples are vacant, and so it seems to be difficult to find such good association everywhere or anywhere we want to go. So what is the solution if there is not such a strong association?
But they because you asked to answer this question previously also. Yeah, so we cannot satisfy both, na Prabhu. That means,
Okay.
we can go around and stay whatever, and also that is minimum requirement na sadhu sangha. That is the most and primary element in our devotional life. So that will fill everything actually, whatever lacking in our life, devotional life. So that is why we are trying to promoting actually communities. Our devotees are working in the corporate and they are alone and they are always in the non-devotees association. Their consciousness is bombarding these people's consciousness, devotees. We cannot tolerate this actually. We cannot tolerate this actually. And yeah, we should do something. We are trying to doing. So please pray for us, our mission, at least after few years for the next, after at least for next generation, we can do something.
Okay, maybe we will be able to serve also your mission. Actually, we have the desire for that.
Yes, Prabhu. Sure, Prabhu. We'll be in future. Yeah. So we'll be all working together. So to set the different communities in different places. Not that only one place we need. Every temple should be having the community. Prabhupada said there should be a devotee community. Every temple. Yeah. Okay, Prabhu. So I will take from now Vikas, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Yeah. Oh, unmute. Already. Yeah.
Yes. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Yes, Prabhu, please.
So I'm a fresh entry into pre-nursery among all the postgraduates and doctors in this group. So kindly pardon me. I'm a very slow learner. I could not understand much after the first time you mentioned the terms Nitya and Naimitika. If you think that is going to take time, I can call you separately and understand.
Okay, bro, no problem. Because others are asking questions now. So maybe you can ask one question.
Yeah, that's a question. Maybe a few examples, pertinent, specific, day-to-day, regular person examples with respect to Nitya and Naimitika. What does it mean?
Yeah. Nitya means...
And there were a few more terms below that also. Kama and something was written. I could not...
Yeah. So Nitya example, Prabhu, Sandhya Vandan is a Nitya Karma. And also Pancha Yajna, worshipping the 5, is also Nitya Karma. Naimitya Karma is... So example is Samskaras. Like Garbhadan Samskara, next Srimantonat Samskara, Jata Karma Samskara. So like this Annaprasan Samskara, these are shorter Samskaras are the Naimittika. Kamya Karma means example is like Aswamedha Yaga, any fruitive activity like Aswamedha Yaga or for getting the wealth, Rajasu Yaga, these are all Kamya Karmas. And Nishiddha Karma is not, example of the Nishiddha Karma is not offending the Brahmanas and so on, so on. And Prayaschitta Karma is, if you do Nishiddha Karma, then what is the remedy? Example is just like example, you do this vrata. If you kill a Brahmana, then you should do this vrata, or otherwise something. These are the Naimittika Prayaschitta Karma.
Prabhuji, while I am seriously aspiring to become the Ananya Bhakta as mentioned, yes. But at the moment, though my understanding about the scriptures is very less, all I am able to do is do 16 rounds of Japmala.
Yes.
And listen to sessions like this one occasionally. But further depth, probably my understanding was if you just started, as I mentioned, pre-nursery.
So, yeah, no problem, Prabhu.
Am I in the right direction?
We should have Utsaha Nishchaya. That means
yes.
Be determined and be enthusiastic, and always try to be in association of devotees and try to keep on. That means we should not, like marriage is over, then we cannot get next day child. So for that, so girl has to serve the husband and wife has to serve husband, and then so he will give the child, and 9 months it will take, then child will come. Similarly, so yeah, anyway, somehow Lord's devotees mercy. So we came to the Krishna consciousness, and sometimes we hear such a heavy classes, and we get this many things we should learn, when we learn and what will happen. So how I can do? So such a fear we get, but actually my suggestion is, so don't worry, and in this life also you can get the goal. Only thing is try to be in steady in the in your learning and also doing the bhajan. So keep on continuing 16 rounds, and here as much as you are understanding, keep on hearing. So after 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, it will be clear. So anyway, we have video lectures also. You can also hear those back once again. So slow learner means then what you have to do? You go to the home and take that video. So you hear again, and any question is there, you then write to me. So like that. So gradually you can develop.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Prabhu. We'll take the questions from others. So what is that? Shampriya Mataji.
Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji.
Prabhu, just a kind suggestion once that whenever the time comes of asking questions, can we have the control of muting and unmuting? Can we get that control? Because many times I tried to speak, but the control system is with you. That's why I couldn't speak, Prabhu. Despite raising hands.
No. Actually, we have a problem. That's why we started implementing. Yesterday, we got a lot of problem. Actually, devotee said that. So control should not be given to students. They are leaving out and going here and there. So then simply they are already. You see now you are unmuted. You can speak, but if you muted, then what is the problem? Then you cannot unmute, na? Why you are muting immediately?
No,
so
no,
you
I
should
just...
not. And yeah, that's a student part also. Some responsibility they should take. So, but if you keep unmute of everyone, control for everyone, then they are not listening. Many classes happen like the disturbance. Then we cannot follow that. You are not in the class. That's why you don't know many classes. So that happened actually. That's why we went for this option. Okay, anyway, you can ask the question, Madhaji.
Prabhu, I have a couple of questions. Take my turn last. Prabhu, as you explained that many of the classes, series of classes, we came to know about the definition of pure devotional service, which requires that the full Śraddhā is the entry door, and how difficult stage is to attain. The Anya Bilashita Shunyam and Gyan Karma and all that. It's very difficult. If you see practically, it's so difficult that 24 hours we have to be directly connected to the Lord and all that. So the thing is, in the yesterday's class, when you said that despite having attained the full Śraddhā stage, then also a person can have a material desire. And today we discussed that it will not be a sinful desire, it will be material desire only. So if before it, at least reaching that stage is so difficult, as we discussed in the classes, that doing karma arpanam and then simultaneously doing the process of devotional service, and then a person gradually develops a full Śraddhā, that is full surrenderance to the Lord. So this is a very difficult stage, but still he has the past offenses left. So is doing so Tivra Bhakti doesn't nullify all the offenses? Still the offenses are left. Because of that he's having material desires and all that. So how we can understand this thing, Prabhu?
Yeah, he came to the Ananya Bhakti, still I said desires is possible. Yeah, so that's true because of the offenses.
So offenses are not nullified by this Tivra Bhakti, Prabhu?
What Tivra Bhakti didn't start, na? Tivra Bhakti will start from the Śraddhā onwards.
No, he has reached the full Śraddhā stage. Now he's going to leave his karma and he's now fully surrendered.
That doesn't mean that he did sadhana fully. He did some sadhana so that he got the Śraddhā. So being in the association of pure devotees. But what about we did severe offenses we committed? Who knows?
Okay, no, because he's practicing pure devotion, he's practicing strongly devotional practices. Na? So that practices itself nullifies, isn't it nullifying?
No. Then there is no need of after full Śraddhā, there should be only Bhagavad Prapti. There is no need of Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, Anardhini Vritti. If you say like that, then these stages should not be there.
Okay. And Prabhu, another thing is that a person who is in full Śraddhā, so what about his chanting? Is he chanting in what stage he will be chanting? In Nababa stage, in the Namapra stage, but at what stage?
He will be have still offenses, because till Anardhini Vritti he can commit offenses also.
Okay. That means he will chant in the Namapra stage.
But he will be, he will be conscious about his connection with the Lord, but there is a chance is there actually. Chance actually. I'm not saying because material attraction also may lead to offense. So, but he will be in the association of pure devotees because he developed such a consciousness. And he is not dependent on karma. And that's why he is very strict in this. And there is a chance to get offenses, but he can very soon actually raise to the another nivritti stage and become steady in his sadhana. Nishtha stage you will get. Nishtha means steady sadhana.
Okay.
That we already discussed in the last class, Mataji.
Yeah, and the example that you gave of the Bharat Maharaj today. So, but the example of Bharat Maharaj, even if he fall down, he got the body of a deer. He still remembers everything in the deer body. That why did he get that? And he was still remembering the Lord in the deer body also, no? So that means that even if he got the deer body, he doesn't fall from the stage of pure devotion. The Lord wanted actually to create the more intensified love. So that's why he gave the Swarabdha Karmana. That means he created the karma for him and gave you that attraction. And then that is over. That means Lord. So Ananya Bhakti will never finish. So it will be always Swalpamapyasya Dharmasya Trayite Mahato Bhaya. It will be definitely saving. It will take you back again. That means even if he falls from the Ananya Bhakti stage, then also he will remember constantly the Lord. Bharat Maharaj remembered, and we have to see in our case what kind of Ananya Bhakti, that means through what kind of faith he reached to Ananya Bhakti, that also should see. Okay. Okay, I have a couple of questions more. Okay, you can take the others turn also. Yes, Mataji, thank you very much. So, Rameshwari Mataji.
Okay. Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you very
Pranam.
much for the nice class. Yeah, so many questions are there. Maybe some detailed discussion is there. Now I will not ask, privately discuss with you. But some data I want. Naimitya
So
karma,
many questions, my God.
No, not like doubting like that regarding Varnashrama and all that. So, Naimitya karma, you said. So Gopal
Mataji, can I request to all of you, all the time to you. So please speak in the mic and switch off your speaker and come close to that. Then it will give you more good effect actually. You might be while hearing, you can on the speaker and hear, but while asking question, please do this.
Now you can hear?
Yeah, this is much clear, 100% clear it is.
I was using. Yeah. So, Gopal,
in your house, actually, sound is resounding, and that resound is coming actually while hearing. So, because you on the speaker, na, so that's why. Okay, tell me now.
Okay.
Ask Mataji.
Yeah. Nitya Karma, Gopal Goswami, you said he gave the Vaishnava version of it, how to do that. So what is the name of that book he wrote?
Satkriya Saradipika.
Huh? What is the spelling?
Satkriya Saradipika.
That Satkriya Saradipika. Okay, that name I missed out. Okay. That is one question. The other is then you said Nitya Karma, Sanatana Goswami's Hari Bhakti Vilas. Then like that Varnashrama Dharma, Daivi Varnashrama Dharma, anybody has written like how Varnashrama Dharma should be followed in
body. That means for livelihood we need to have the Varna. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya.
Correct. Anybody wrote like Gopal Bhatta Goswami like that? Anybody wrote the Vaishnava version for Daivi Varnashrama? In Shastra we can read on this.
The rules and regulations are discussed in the Bhagavatam. What Kshatriya should do, what Brahmana should do. And also in the Bhagavatam, Varnashram system is defined. What are the rules for Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Also, Grihastha Brahmachari, 7th canto is there, 11th canto is there. So many places are there in the Bhagavatam. For the ashramanu Varna rules.
Otherwise, no Acharya specifically wrote their Tika or something on this. No Acharya wrote.
Tika also is there on these Varnas in the Bhagavatam. Tika also is there.
Okay. Like I thought if there is something like this Acharya wrote like this, then I can understand what it means like that. So that is why.
Main thing is Nitya Naimittika. You should do properly define. That is done. Then after that, for body maintenance, we should accept someone protecting the body, someone producing the food grains like Vaishya. How to produce food grains? So it is common to anyone. Even in the Karmi Varnasana system or Dai Varnasana system, we have to put the seed and put the water and give the manure.
Correct.
This is common. And for the Sudra, how to make to construct a house and to build the water, that means to wave the clothes, is common to everyone. These are all. Kshatriya means any enemy come and kill him, how to kill, and our martial arts, these are all common.
Correct. Okay.
So that's why, and Brahmana also, he is teaching, that means like example, mathematics, Jyotisha, these are all common. And if any element is there against the pure devotion, we'll remove that.
Okay. This is clear. Okay. Okay. That's clear. So one more question.
Now you got full idea about Daya Varnashrama?
Yes. Now
you have to develop curriculum. You should be helpful in the developing curriculum for the girls, baby girls.
Yeah. Sure. Yes. And my question, this question might contradict. This is like this. If you were mentioning that all the temples are empty and most of the devotees are congregational and they are not able to do Ananya Bhakti. So now for this, we have this Daivi Varnashrama solution. But this is definitely going like to their side in their way and bringing them to pure devotion. Now question is, why not encourage more full-time? Might be stupid question also. So like maybe they will not come. Like instead of going their way and telling them, okay, now do in Daivi Varnashrama style, then you slowly become Ananya Bhakta like that. Instead of that, why not like in Prabhupada times, so many temple devotees were there. So bring them like come to temple, join, become, do pure devotion. Like that encouragement will not work, I think, but I'm just asking.
Very good question, Mataji. So same question is asked by the previously also by Prabhupada disciples. Prabhupada time only happened this. Prabhupada said that, see, he uses the word rascal actually. See this rascal. So going behind the 5 women. So these people are not like Haridas Thakur, they cannot fit for the doing the 24 hours devotion. No. Let them take up this Varnashrama college training and be in the community. He himself said.
Yes.
At that time itself, already so many, at that time Prabhupada when he was there, so many fall downs and so many sannyasis so-called. So they went off behind the woman and also lot of that means, and also Mataji, we want to, what is our goal? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu goal, you tell me. Every village and town should be the devotees. Where you can keep in a temple, all the village you can keep. Every town can you keep in a temple. Temple is a part of the society. Society is not temple actually. We want, our goal is big now. We are not just seeing for the few people.
Correct. Yeah.
Like you see, if you want to donate, then you need to have the big pot. Now you have only this much pot and thinking that I will give everything, but you have only this much pot, and you want to preach everyone, and you want to make everyone devotee, but you have only small temple to accommodate. Then what is this? Both are contradictory, na? Your goal and your plan. That's the thing.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take Suchendra Prabhu.
Hey Krishna, presence from Jai Shila Prabhupada.
Jai Shila Prabhupada.
Jai Shila Prabhupada, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I'm asking a question right now, like to just validate my understanding actually. Prabhuji. So when we were discussing about what about devotees who cannot develop full Shraddha, what they should do. And we said that they should do karma, but which type of karma we should do? We were having the discussion, right, Prabhuji? So now this topic I wanted to understand with the diagram what we have, right? Like definitely this is not a Nishkam Karma Yoga actually, Prabhuji, because Nishkam Karma Yoga is for the Jnana path and all those things, right? Here this is a Bhakti path, right? So
Yeah.
Prabhuji, I can definitely understand that we have to do Nitya and Namitika Karma, which is mentioned by Goswamis and all. Now, if we need to fit this into some bucket, which bucket we will fit this karma? Because it is not Nishkam Karma Yoga, and also it is not the karma which the Karma Yogis do, right? So in that case, is it like a Karma Mishra Bhakti, or like in which category we will fit this type of activities?
Acha, okay. Yes, Prabhu. I will answer your thing. Okay. Our general diagram is like this, na? So
Yeah.
Karmi. So Nishkam Karma Yoga, this is. And Karmi who came in association of devotees, and this is the Daiva Varnashrama. And this is the Śraddhā. Entry door. And this is the Bhakti, pure Bhakti.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So here we are, and what we do, this Daiva Varnashrama will be in the association of devotees. Okay, and doing the Nitya and Naimitya karma without having any offenses. Without, that means Pitru Devata worship, and those are all removed actually. And for body, we will accept the Varna based upon the aptitude and doing the Varna and Ashram activities for maintaining the society. For maintaining society means maintaining individual. Body we should maintain. We should do some food, also produce food, production of food, production of cloth, and also protection. So for that we need Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya classification also. So, but here what we do, whatever we are doing, that thing we are offering. So see, because we are aspirant of the pure devotion, what we do, like example, I am a farmer in the Daiva Varnashrama. I will produce food grains and I will offer to the Lord, and I will take that. So, but now I am not fully in the consciousness. I am while doing the so agriculture work, I am thinking myself as a Vaishya and producing food grains. So that's why that karma is helping. So to maintain my body, and so that I am doing my sadhana. So I am not fully surrendered now. That means here what? Bhakti matra kama karma mishra bhakti we are doing.
Bhakti?
Okay. Or otherwise, if you mix sometimes gnana also, then bhakti matra kama karma gnana mishra bhakti will do. But here bhakti only is the goal, not the sakama, not the kaivalya kama. Because we are aspirants of pure devotion. But still we have dependency on karma, and we try to leave that dependency on karma and a dependency on the so-called, that means other relationship, and try to depend on Krishna, because we study all the time. So the scriptures, we reduce our time for the worldly activities and increase our time for the studying, the associating the devotees, and so understand the more and more the injunctions of Shastra and getting the more and more faith on it. So by clarifying it out. So
yeah, and this is definitely not Karma Mishra Bhakti, right, Puja? Because Karma Mishra Bhakti means there is a possibility that karma may be not specific to Bhakti. It could be something else. So definitely this is not Karma Mishra Bhakti. As you said, it is Bhakti Matra Kama.
Bhakti Matra Kama, Karma Mishra Bhakti. Karma Mishra Bhakti is also many types, na? Bhakti Matra Kama Karma Mishra Bhakti, Sakama Karma Mishra Bhakti. And
Acha.
similarly,
Okay, Prabhuji.
Karma Gnana Mishra Bhakti also is three types. Bhakti Matra Kama. You are there in the Bhakti Prakaraha?
Yeah. Prabhuji.
Yeah.
I'm
So
just
if you
recalling
refresh,
now. I'm just validating it, Prabhuji. Okay.
yeah.
Okay,
So
Prabhuji.
if you refresh that thing, so it can be Bhakti Matra Kama Karma Mishra Bhakti. Yeah.
Okay, Prabhuji. Okay, good. And Prabhuji, the second question what I had is, as you said rightly, that we should stay in the community and we should choose Varnashrama Dharma like based on our nature, right, Prabhuji?
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
Prabhuji, for a person who is not Ananya Bhakta, definitely this is required. Now, Prabhuji, how we can understand what is our nature? I know we are always influenced by Tamo, Rajo, and Sato, Guna, and all. But now to do a specific, Varnashram Dharma, right? I should be having the understanding of my nature, right? But sometimes it is really a mix, and we are not able to validate what is our nature. So, is there any way where we can validate?
According to the Haribhakti Vilasa, if anyone get the Harinama Diksha, that means Diksha with the holy name, that means his holy name will be destroying all his prarabdha. So he is eligible to become Dvija now. Then after that, but you cannot say immediately he's a Brahmana or Kshatriya. But now we should expose him to in a sattvic environment. That's why Prabhupada said there should be a Varnashrama college in every temple. So he should be exposed to a Varnashrama college with the different trainings. Like we give open chance to everything. Like a Brahmana, if he wants to become a Brahmana, then certain criteria is there according to Shastra. That means so controlling mind, controlling senses, so on, so on, so on, and memorization power and so on, so memory power and deep analysis power, so on, so things for certain Brahmana category. So you have certain things, and you will be having the basic test for that. Prabhupada said this. You allow everyone to become Brahmana, no problem. Give a test, let them give the test. Maybe there is a physical test, or otherwise that is a written test or whatever. That is a curriculum designers has to decide. So who understood properly these modes actually and their influence. So it is already explained in the Shastra. Based upon that, curriculum test has to be designed, and he is passing, then he is Brahmana. If he is not passed, then he will go for Kshatriya. He is failed there also, then go for Vaishya. He is failed there also, then be Sudra. Prabhupada said this.
Okay, Prabhuji. Okay. So
then there is no point of fighting also then. We give a chance to you.
Prabhuji.
You are not able to perform. Like in modern schools also, everyone is open to write the written entry exam, but failed, then he cannot claim that I should be engineer. He failed in the written test. Yes?
Okay. Yes. Prabhuji. Okay, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Okay,
Shresha
Mataji.
Thanks. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisance. Prabhuji, where I hear the definition of pure devotional service or this Śaranāgatī, this really shaking me up. Actually, मुझे ऐसा लगता था कि इसको लाइफ में प्रैक्टिकली कैसे अप्लाई करें, एंड दिस इज कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस डेप्थ इज वेरी वेरी बिग. मुझे ऐसा लगता था, मैं अभी भी है कि मैं बहुत बड़े इल्यूजन में थी, एंड इसको समझ पाना, लाइक जब हम 10th के बाद 11 में एग्जाम एडमिशन लेते हैं फॉर लाइक एम्स एंड नीट एंड ये देने के लिए, तो उसको जितना हम मेहनत करते हैं उससे 10 टाइम ज्यादा मेहनत करना पड़ेगा इसको प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ में अप्लाई करने के लिए. तो इसमें कैसे हम कर सकते हैं, व्हाट प्रैक्टिकल टिप्स क्या है?
So definitely whenever hear the proper meaning of pure devotional service, definition of pure devotional service, everyone will get fear. Oh, this much I should do, my God, like that. That is the good symptom actually. That is a good thing actually happening in him. Yes? If you get fear, means that is good actually. So then you will become serious. Like you see in IIT exam, if you want to get IIT, simple IIT exam also, you should do a lot of hard work. And yeah, so somehow or other we should be 24 hours in the direct devotion of the Lord. That can be either fully ruchi or otherwise we should develop Shraddha based upon the Shastra. Because Shastra is giving the bharosa. That means Shastra is instructing you again and again to dependent on Lord. Example is Ananyas Chintayanto Mam Ejana Paryupasante Tesham Nitya Abhiyuktanam Yogakshemo Vahamyam. Krishna is saying there, hey, if you become my Ananya Bhakta, if you leave all other dharmas and if you dependent on me, I will take care of everything. Shastra is always advocating you to become fully dependent on him. But we don't have such a, that means we have some anarthas and we are not able to understand this meaning and not able to believe us. Then what do you have to do? You have to do sadhana. That means bhajan, keep on chanting holy names. That's why Prabhupada said, so everyone should chant at least this many rounds. And keep on associating these pure devotees and hear from them. And make this is a priority in your life. And so remaining things, so we should not become so overly in anything. It should not create the havoc in the society or in his life, in her life. And also you should be so balancing your conditioned life, because you are not in the unconditioned life now in the pure devotional platform. So then how to tactfully deal? So that's why, so be in a good devotee association and take the guidance from them. Nice Mataji, whoever is knowing all this. So you take her guidance and be in association of her, and whatever doubts you get and get clarified from her and try to go towards the goal. It's not a one statement solution, but that's why we need Siksha Guru who can guide you step by step. And otherwise, all girls should get married. So they should be serving their husband. So that he should be taking the responsibility of the wife to be progressing in the devotional service. Both wife and husband, should practice further. Okay, Mataji. So next, Lakshmi Narayan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Prabhuji, I have a question, like very different question. You talked about the community to be developed, Devi Varnashrama community. And for example, we will be doing all sort of karmas based on the Varnas. All sort of karmas based on the Varnas. And actually in our Itihasa also, the Bhakti movement was accused of, getting the India, what you call invaded. So how do we deal with outside world? My question is, how do we deal with outside world? Because
either educate or control. Prabhupada said, I didn't say.
What, Prabhu?
Either educate or control.
Eradicate or control.
Either educate or control.
Either educate or control. Because it might happen that the outside communities become envious and invade us. It might happen.
Then we will kill them actually.
But we don't have that technology per se, because we will be only doing the activity as per our these things. But we will not be investing.
So these questions are also discussed several times. So say, Prabhu, we are generating the Kshatriyas. It doesn't mean that the Kshatriya in some millions of years ago, like having a sword and you will fight with sword. Kshatriya means what? Protector. Protecting the principle is what? Kshatriya principle. Giving the protection to the people. So, and he will be elected based upon his Varna, according to his quality. And he will use any weapons. Like in the previous ancient days also, there are so many weapons are used. Anastra also is there. Atom bomb also is there. They might be using subtle energy, but we will use this. And we will be having, so this kind of, it's already there in the market, or otherwise we'll make. So our Kshatriyas will make that and kill them actually. But our goal is pure devotion. We should protect the devotees.
Okay.
Not that they so-called in the ancient time, okay, there is a horse is there and we're going on the horse. That is not the goal actually. Replicating something, no. Our goal is our community, our pure devotion. Our society is pure devotion. And our principles is Varna should be based upon the Guna and Karma. And we gradually take the whole society into grip and then we'll revert everything. We'll take out all this nonsense. That means all the atom bombs, everything will finish. And in a society, even Krishna also is not ready to help that. He will be also, yes, against to these things.
Very long-term vision, like.
Yes, long vision, 10,000 vision, 10,000 years vision.
10,000
So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu put down the stone actually, lay down the stone, and then we are continuing building the house.
Because why I ask this question is, presently, for example, in the transition period, we are controlled by materialists. We are controlled by materialists in that way. For example, even if we build our communities, we have to be under the law of the land.
Yes. We'll once we develop that's the strategically we should go. So now we don't open our agenda. So, but when time comes, yes, we are not going to care for anyone actually, because this is the revolutionary movement. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and we are the servants of the Lord. And the servant of the Lord should be the king. He's the ruler, not this so-called, that means sense gratifiers.
So in some way, doesn't we become like Muslim fanatics?
Huh?
In some way, for example, we don't care for anyone. Don't we become like Muslim fanatics?
If anyone is aggressive, like what Krishna did, what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did, if anyone is aggressive, then what we'll do? We'll kill them actually. Prabhupada said, our devotees should learn how to kill the people.
My goodness.
I can show that quote for you. In Varna, speaking about Varnashram Dharma, there's a book is there, you can purchase also. So speaking about Varnashram, all the compilation of Srila Prabhupada is compiled, and he said, devotees not like just a cowards. Or that's a cowards, huh? Cowards. Darpok nahi rehte actually. They should learn how to kill if the people are coming to attack on our community.
Okay. Thank you.
What we think, Prabhu, we are not just, like that, someone is, he may think what, and I may think what, so others may think what, and he should not suppress his growth of devotion.
Okay.
For so-called peoples, so where they're given systems.
Okay. Okay. And Prabhuji, kindly share the link of the book, if it is there online or offline, would like to purchase.
Online also you can get, offline also you can purchase. If you want a hard copy, you order from us. If you want online copy, I will send a link. Okay.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. So next, Meghavarna Das.
Pranam, Prabhu. Prabhu, in the previous classes, you said that Shraddha depends upon the association of the sadhus, what type of sadhus you are associating with, and you uses two terms that there will be association and kripa of sadhus and mercy of sadhus. So I had two questions: that what is the difference between association of sadhus and kripa of sadhus, and if such thing is that our Shraddha depends upon the association of devotees, the level of whatever level of association of devotees we are doing, then if such statements be taken in ISKCON, then everybody will think that it's better that we always keep association with Srila Prabhupada through his books, lectures, and also like Ritvism is there that we should take Diksha from Srila Prabhupada, because there's nobody is there who can take the position of Srila Prabhupada. So that is the way we have to think like this.
So I said the beginning association, so is also influence having in a different ways. There are different influence factors. Example, power of the devotee, prabhava. So said that is prabhava is different. Second thing is the mercy of the devotee. Even devotee might be having the power, but he may not give mercy. So, but he's having the power, and by association power you may get. and also Prabhava, Mercy. These are all the different factors actually, which are influencing the time we take to develop the Śraddhā or enter into the pure bhakti. And also the type of the worshipable object. Okay. So so that's why what is my point is Srila Prabhupada is a founder Acharya and he is a pure devotee. Everyone wants to get his association. Yes, why not? We are not stopping that. So that doesn't mean that we are neglecting our gurus. Srila Prabhupada books are like medicine, and our gurus are like doctors who are prescribing the medicine and giving the appropriate. That means this is medicine. Books are medicine for the different diseases. That means we are stuck in the different stages, and for that different solutions are given in those books. So then who is going to give medicine for you? You want to go into select yourself without accepting any guru? You do yourself. So that means, okay, I can read the Prabhupada books and become pure devotee. Then why guru is the need actually? Sadhu Shastra is enough. There is no need of guru. Okay. So that is not going to happen actually, mother. Srila Prabhupada position is Srila Prabhupada position only, because his books are like that. And his instructions are like that. And his vision is a bold vision. Nobody can envision such a way, because his Acharya only can do that. And we are just repeating his vision. We are not having any guts to speak like that in the beginning, before nobody spoke. It's impossible actually. And we are repeating on his strength actually. We are like a, what do you say? Like a child. He is behind the father, and if someone is coming and he will be just shouting, I will kick you, like that. And he's immediately going back behind his father. Similarly, so Srila Prabhupada instructions are the base for us, and we say, immediately we say something and say that Srila Prabhupada said. And we take the shelter of Prabhupada. We don't say that. In our example I told, so even devotees should learn how to kill the people. So this word is not mine actually. Prabhupada said actually. On his strength I am speaking actually. So that is the position of Srila Prabhupada actually. And nobody can take that. But still we need Guru. Okay.
That means to understand the instructions of Srila Prabhupada, we have to take the guidance of the Guru.
Yeah, in the medical shops, there are so many medicines are there. In the body, we have so many diseases. Why we need the doctor, then go and get the medicine?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, understood. Yeah, last thing, Prabhu, and repeatedly asked by so many people to me, Prabhu, whenever we use the word, like today also, sinful desires, and sometimes we say that below the karmis are the vikarmis. Okay, so generally now at the present situation, most of them are vikarmis only. Even among devotees, karma means that which is enjoined by the shastras, that work which is enjoined by the shastras. But most of them are doing in the jobs in the factories and offices and all that. So that means they are doing vikarma only. Okay, and then we say about the activities. Okay, so what is the difference between doing sinful activity and doing vikarma? And what is the destination for those who do vikarma nowadays?
Kshipram bhavati dharmatma. Being in association and studying the scriptures, and maybe not in this life or next life, but we should not undermine the bhakti. They will immediately, so very soon they will be definitely changing their life. So as much as they understand the importance of pure devotion and the need of the association, everything will change. So that's why we should advocate the real thing, then automatically that taste they will get and they will do that.
So the
solution I am speaking actually, I am not criticizing anyone. Okay.
No, I'm not saying like sinful activities means that the 4 regulative principles, no meat eating, no gambling, no intoxication, that is sinful.
No gambling. You are earning the wrong way the money, then gambling, what is there? Everything comes under evil.
that are sinful activities, but vikarma is that which is like working in offices, factories, that is vikarma.
Prabhupada said not to work in the factories. So that's why he said alternative to create. But Śraddhā is not there in the people, and we should develop Śraddhā and make them, so motivate them, and after that give the proper plan and educate them and give the facility, train them, and then they will be. They're all innocent. Okay, thank you, Mataji. So Mukunda Murari Pro.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. We earlier question we've been discussing, Prabhuji. You said that like either that person who fell, he did not even reach to Śraddhā level, or maybe because of anarthas he fell. So then if he fell because of anarthas, and then after some time he comes back, well, like what is his situation, one? And two, if he has some disciples also, what is their situation?
Yeah, so who are doing the Ananya Bhakti, and if we get Anartha, and because of that his Bhakti stops. So, but I said Ananya Bhakti can be two types, na? That means the Śraddhā for Ananya Bhakti can be produced in two ways.
Yeah.
So, if we got the Śraddhā from the Lokajata Parampara Śraddhā,
yeah,
then he is doing, when he got the obstacle, then he will, in the Bhagavad itself, it is explained actually. Even if he is there in the material world for some time, material enjoyment he does, but the taste, whatever he got for the bhakti, even one time he also, that means even for 1 day, 2 day, 10 day, whatever, the relishment he did, that is not going to be replaced actually. That cannot be replaced with even, that means whatever is presently material enjoyment he is doing, so then he feels that this is not the pleasure what I had previously. That means the bhakti will just will pull back him actually.
That's correct.
It will pull back, and once again he will be start associating devotees. Maybe in the next life also, at least in this life or next life, he will be searching for.
Correct. Correct. So whether he comes back in this life or next life or many lives after that, but when he comes back, that's for him it is okay that the bhakti he can again come back to the pure bhakti level. For him it's okay. But
yeah, like that he will continue and he will come to pure bhakti.
Correct.
One second, Prabhu. One second. One second.
Yes.
So, yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji. So for him, it's okay. Like whenever he comes, maybe few months later or a few years later or next life, wherever. For him, it's okay. But if by the if either he's punished or by prashchitta, is this the way also he can come back to his situation?
What will happen actually? How he will come back? I will explain.
Yeah.
If he done this severe offenses, and because of that, what will happen? He will be getting the punishment from the material nature for that, and his offense influence will be reduced. Offense will not be reduced, but the influence of offense will be reduced.
Okay.
Then after that, immediately getting, if even slight association you get, immediately you will catch us.
Right.
Like a dry wood immediately catches the fire.
Right.
Because now the offense influence is over because of the material punishment.
Correct. Correct.
This is the way, or otherwise some extraordinary sadhu accidentally came in his life and he gave this mercy, then that offense will be over.
Okay. So then he of course he will come back whenever.
Definitely he'll come back. 100%.
Whenever. But
because
now
in this material world he'll be suffering.
Right.
One day that influence of offense will be over. then
Right.
he will come back to the original bhakti.
Correct. But now, like considering him to be a pure sadhu, pure Vaishnava, or pure performer of pure bhakti. Now he has disciples. So then, what is their situation? What happens to them?
What is that? Can you
Considering him, that person who fell, because he was sannyasi or whatever. So considering him to be a pure devotee, he has some disciple, he accepted disciples. So what happens to them when he fall?
So maybe we should see he is doing the 24 hours devotion. That means rigorously for several years he did. But all of a sudden, maybe 1 or 2 times he got some mental attraction, and he, because of the previous offenses or otherwise, because of the lack of association, that means Janasangasya Loliji, because of non-devotee association, so bhakti may be sometimes destroyed. So such a non-devotee association, or either anything, that means Atyahara Prayasa Prajalpa Niyamagasa Janasangasya Lolyancha Shadbir Bhakti Vinashyati. So bhakti can be destructed actually by these things, or anything can happen actually by him, and then what will happen actually? Because we are seeing his track actually clearly previously also. Correct. His intentions also we are seeing for the many decades, and after that also we are seeing the many decades, and he is very stable, and also he's not like a just a cruel so-called, like animalistic nature and doing the that kind of gross sinful thing. And that's why we should understand, that means he's also repenting and accepting. So then we should consider him as a sadhu, because the bhakti is there now with him. Right. Why you are undermining his bhakti?
Right.
So we should not undermine the bhakti actually. If you undermine bhakti, then you also don't have any faith on bhakti then.
Correct.
But only to set an example to the society, voluntarily accepting, because otherwise other people also will say, I am also pure devotee, I will also do nonsense. That's why we should accept the danda. Yes, let me give punishment. Like our Rupa Goswamis, they worked for the Mlechas and they didn't enter into the, so Jagannath Mandir as a punishment they accepted. So this is a sadhutvam actually. They are sadhus actually. They are sadhus. But we should not undermine the bhakti soul. And also that's why their respective leaders, they give punishment. Good. But the people who doesn't have any adhikara, then they should not just use their tongue, that boneless tongue, so much to de-emphasize or otherwise offending him and imagining about him, so or he or she, whatever.
Yes, Prabhu, that's all right. My question is about his disciples.
Yeah, disciples what? Yes.
Like what happens to them? Does he have the
yes.
same capacity of giving mercy?
Yeah. So that's why Guru also, if he is correcting himself, and Shishya Chhatraha, Chatri, that means he will be like a Chhatra actually. Shishya should be protecting the Guru actually. And Guru is clearly repenting and coming back. And there is no problem in serving him actually. That means there is the authority of the society will be there, definitely. So because Sadhu Samaj also will be there, no? Sadhu Samaj.
Yeah.
So like Vaishnava Samaj is there in every era actually there is a Vaishnava Samaj. Even 500 years, 1000 years back also there is a Vaishnava Samaj, and there is a council of the Vaishnavas. So those will be taking care. So someone who is, so what? And if they, so properly, that means he is repenting, like Jiva Goswami did the offense. Offense means, according to the Rupa Goswami, he felt like the offense. Like fighting with, what is his name? So, Vallabhacharya. So, argumentation. Then Rupa Goswami gave punishment, and then Sanatana recommended him actually. He already repented actually enough. And oh my dear Rupa, so accept him back. And like that, Guru can be, he's not that the fallen is gone. He's having the scope actually to correct himself. That is the bhakti process. Bhakti is the prayaschitta for the any wrong thing. Bhakti. He should be facilitated to be in a pure devotees and do the nice sadhana and get back his original position and reduce that offense. That is the solution. Condemning is not the solution. And in such a position, then he can take back his shishyas also.
My Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami, he used to say, I'm handing over to Srila Prabhupada. He said, I might fall, but since I'm handing over to a pure devotee, so then rest assured, you'll be taken care of.
Every Guru thinks like that. Prabhupada never says that I am the protector. He says that my Guru Maharaj is going to protect you. And Siddhanta will not say that Bhakti Siddhanta Guru, I am the protector. No Guru will say. Adi Guru will say, I am the protector.
Correct.
That is the Krishna.
Correct. Correct. This question of Prabhuji, sorry, like it is out of the context. Like since you mentioned Vallabhacharya and Jiva Goswami, I have a friend, is Pushti Marg, followers of Vallabhacharya. So this question they were discussing, probably he read that in Chaitanya Charitamrita. He said Jiva Goswami, and he came much later. And Vallabhacharya had already left at that time. If he's the same Vallabhacharya.
I don't know the history much. So let me see. So what is that Acharya name? Is Vallabhacharya? I'm not exactly.
If he's the same Vallabhacharya, I don't know. But their context was like Vallabhacharya had left much before, because Vallabhacharya was Mahaprabhu's contemporary.
I am poor in history actually. Okay, we'll see that.
Anyway, this is out of context. Since you said this, then it came to my mind to ask.
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank
you. So thank you very much for all of you for participating. Tomorrow is a holiday, and the day after tomorrow, Monday, we are having the class. Please come. And also we'll be having the 7th, the Tuesday is a holiday, and Wednesday we'll be having the class, and Thursday. So we try to wind up. We'll try to learn the important elements of the Śaranāgatī. Śraddhā is still are there. Anyway, we are equated to the Śraddhā and Śaranāgatī today. So, and Śaranāgatī we showed as a symptom of the Śraddhā. So then we will be discussing Śaranāgatī for few classes, 1, 2, 2, 3 classes. Okay.
Thank you.
So we'll wind up the course. Thank you very much. So happy. Okay, anyway, one more day is there. No? Happy Gaur Purnima, anyway, one day is there. So Jai Srila Prabhupada. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyo cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Bhakta